name is Keegan, and for the variable changing project, for the variable changing recipe, I am making peanut butter cookies. And the cookies require an egg, a scoop of peanut butter, and a cup of brown sugar, and some chocolate chips. And what my variable I'm going to be changing today is going to be the sugar. We have normal brown sugar, we have normal brown sugar, monk fruit sugar, we also have powdered sugar, and Truvia brown sugar blend. And here's our other ingredients: my eggs, my scoop of peanut butter, and my pre-measured sugars. And today we're going to be using different sugars to see how the cookies came out and taste, physical features, and just overall how they bake. Okay, so we just finished mixing all of the sugars with all of our ingredients. We haven't added the chocolate chips yet, but if I were to give a physical description, I would say this is the original one, and it honestly feels creamy. Like you can just put the spoon through and like it sticks to it. This one I would describe as sand. This is a monk fruit, and it looks like sand, and it kind of feels like if you were to put like your finger in the sand. So I would give it a sand description. This is our powdered sugar, and this kind of looks like and feels like frosting, like for a cake. And this is the brown sugar blend, and if I were to give it, it's hard as a brick, like it's really stiff. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bake them, and we'll see how the cookies come out. So we finished scooping up the cookies as on the sheet, and we have food dye up here to show which ones are which. A is going to be our normal, B is going to be our monk, C is going to be our powdered, and D is going to be our true Rita. And what we did is that we used the same scoop to scoop them, but we washed it every time we did a different scoop, so the doughs don't contaminate and so they don't mix. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put the dough balls into the oven, and we're going to set them at the same time, at the same temperature, so they all can cook equally. So the cookies right now are not done, but we're showing them at the halfway point. And so far there isn't much big change from most of them, besides the biggest change I think is B looks like it's melting more than the others. But in tone, I think honestly D looks the darkest and C looks the lightest. So that's just a update on what's going on with the cookies right now. Okay, our cookies just came out, and here's the finishing. We have to let them cool before we have a taste test, but the physical features have changed over all the cookies. Like, let's say like A looks like it's the perfect all around, like it's not too dark, it's not too squishy. And then we move on to B, which looks like really squishy. As you can see, like the inside of this one looks like it's made of applesauce. So it looks like that didn't bake really well. If we move on to C, it's the closest looking to A. It just looks like a little lighter. So, and this was our powdered sugar, which was a surprise because we didn't expect it to look like this. And D over here looks like it got a little burnt. But overall, it just looks like a normal cookie. So when the cookie's cool, we'll come back for a taste test. Hello, welcome back. And our cookies have finished cooling off. So now we will having a taste test of A, which is our normal sugar. And to help us, we have my little sister Maggie. Okay, and now we're gonna try. Ready? So, in my opinion, it's really smooth and like easy to eat. Like there's no soft bits or anything. Like it's just a good cookie to chew on. And honestly, it's just a really good cookie. What's your opinion, Maggie?
I think that it's like super squishy and so yummy. Like the crust is so good, and there's like yumminess inside because it's squishy.
Okay. Thank you for your help. Thank you very much. Okay, now we have our monk fruit sugar variable. So this was the one where we said it was like, looked like applesauce and looked like it was melting. So for my next helper, I have my brother Kevin. Okay, and now we're gonna try it. I feel like this one has more of a sweeter taste on the inside. Like A was like sweet all around, but this one like it's kind of more sweeter, and the outside of the cookie kind of has more like a crunch to it.
I did take the dot.
Okay. And now let's see what my brother has to say about it.
I can throw taste of sugar, and it is disgusting.
Yeah, I have to agree with him. It's really sugary. Like, oh.
And
I'm getting the aftertaste of the sugar now.
And it gives that peppermint thing when you eat peppermint. It gives you the weird taste around your mouth.
Yeah, I have to agree with it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so B, not my favorite. Now we have our C, which was our powdered sugar one. And this was the one that we said looked really light and looked almost the same as A. And to help me, I have my mom to help me. Okay, and now we're gonna taste it. Okay, it's kind of the same as A, honestly, but kind of feels softer, don't you think?
It's got really good texture.
Yeah, it feels like softer, like just like a fluffy pillow, honestly.
It's pillowy. That's a good description.
It's just softer, really. It's just A, but softer. And honestly, it matches powdered sugar. It honestly matches powdered sugar.
I'm gonna finish it.
Honestly, yeah.
Good.
This is our last cookie. This is the D cookie, which was the brown sugar blend. And now we have both of my siblings to try it. So now let's have a taste test. Honestly, this is different compared to all of the other ones. It's not as bad as B. It's not as good as A. I honestly don't know what kind of flavors. Like, any of you guys have like?
Yeah. For the first 2 seconds that you bite it, it tastes a little gross, but then the aftertaste is amazing. It kind of tastes like cinnamon mixed with sugar.
Yeah, I had that cinnamon and sugar taste. What did you think, Maggie?
I think that it kind of was like A, except there's like a little bit more sugar and a little bit more like cinnamon to make it yummy and soft.
And in my opinion, physically, it's not as light as A, but it's honestly like the perfect mix of like a good crunchy cookie and a good soft cookie. So that's what was all of our cookies today, and I hope you enjoyed. And that's all.